The thing is, you guys see these people on your TV, you become friends with them, you like them, they're affable. They couldn't do this, right? Bill Cosby, he's America's dad. No, he's not, he's America's #1 rapist. Get it right. They're dirty people, they're bad people, they're bad humans. And they put this stuff in your brain because they orchestrate who's on screen, they orchestrate who's writing it, and they orchestrate who's directing it, they orchestrate who's producing it, and they orchestrate who's putting it in theaters, and they orchestrate what's going on your TV, your lives, your bedrooms. That's who's doing it, these people. And I know them. Okay, I could say one of them pushed me up against the wall and jammed his tongue down my throat. I could have put that in the book, but I didn't. I could also say another time one of them stuck his finger up my skirt in a photo booth and put his finger inside of me, but I didn't.
Why aren't you naming those names?
Because I'm about broader and bigger things. I'm about a construct. I don't fuck with low-level shit. I'm bored of it. I'm bored of people pulling on my ankles and trying to pull me down to earth when I'm trying to just make everybody rise up. Stop fighting. Stop. Just be better. It's not that complicated.
No, you must come here now.
No.
Please.
No, I don't want to.
I'm not doing anything with you. Now you're embarrassing me.
I'm sorry, I
No,
cannot.
come in
No,
here.
yesterday was a kind of aggressive for me. I need to know a person to
I
be
won't
touched.
do a thing.
I don't
Do a thing, please. I swear I won't. Just sit with me. Don't embarrass me in the hotel. I'm here all the time.
I
Sit
know,
with me.
but I don't
promise.
want to.
Please sit there. Please. 1 minute.
No,
I
I
ask
can't.
you. Go to the bathroom.
Please, I don't want to do something I don't want
Go
to.
to the bathroom. Hey, come here. Listen to me.
I want to go downstairs.
I'm not going to do anything. You'll never see me again after this. Okay? That's it. If you embarrass me in this hotel,
I'm not
stay.
embarrassing you. It's just that I don't feel comfortable.
Honey, don't have a fight with me in the
It's not
hallway.
nice.
Please, I'm not going to do anything. I swear, my children. Please come in. On everything. I'm a famous guy.
I'm feeling very uncomfortable right
Please
now.
come in now. And 1 minute. And if you want to leave, when the guy comes with my
Why
jacket, you can
yesterday
go.
you touched my breast?
Oh, please, I'm sorry. Just come on. I'm used to that. Come on.
Are you used to that?
Yes, come in. Because
No, but I'm not used to
I
that.
won't do it again. Come on. Sit here. Sit here for a minute, please.
No, I don't want to.
Farrow was working for NBC News when he was assigned the story. He had obtained an incriminating police recording of Harvey Weinstein with actress Umbra Gutierrez. Farrow says he also had other accusers on the record. But NBC executives said the story still needed work and decided not to proceed with it. So Ronan Farrow went to the New Yorker magazine.
So from the moment he walked in the doors here, you were determined to get this imprint.
You're damn right.
Farrow's first story about Weinstein, detailing allegations of sexual assault made by a dozen actresses, including Mira Sorvino and Rosanna Arquette, appeared online in early October, the same week a similar story appeared in the New York Times. Farrow's follow-up report was equally explosive, revealing the lengths that Weinstein would allegedly go to quash negative stories, including using private investigators and former Israeli spies to dig up dirt to discredit his accusers, as well as the journalists who told their stories.
I don't think most people are aware of the exotic and extreme tools at the disposal of the most powerful and wealthy men in America when they are bent at silencing accusations against them.
But while some women say they were too terrified to speak about Harvey Weinstein, others simply couldn't. Weinstein, who denies all claims of non-consensual sex, had been paying for their silence, as much as $1 million in the case of Umbra Gutierrez, as Farrow reported this past week.
The non-disclosure agreements, what part do those play?
Over 20 years, he signed secret settlement after secret settlement, binding women to silence.
Because for every one of these guys that's fallen, I know so many more. I could have probably destroyed the known universe in that ecosystem, okay? But I don't care because they're all ideas, they're constructs. Each one is literally just a corporation to me.
And you're not concerned, and I'm not just talking about false allegations, which you correctly said are this tiny, minute percentage.
Because, yeah, it's so fun to go through.
Right. I mean, I think one thing that you come out of reporting stories like this with a very clear sense of is there is nothing in it for these women. Rose did not stand to profit off of this. Certainly to the extent that she's now got a book going and everything, it's nothing compared to the hell that was inflicted upon you.
But that's something that drives me insane right there, and I'll stop you at that point. Profiting. You're right. I should never make any money ever again off of my art or my talent. You are completely correct. I was violated. I had my career stolen. I had millions of dollars in awards and who knows what else, not that I want those, taken from me. Smeared viciously worldwide by paid off journalists in your profession, your esteemed profession, who were paid to slander and smear me. It affected every area of my life, every single person I met. My family treated me like I was that person. Men treated me like they owned me. Women hated me. Thanks a lot. But you're right, I shouldn't profit off any work that I do. But all of you can. Go for it. Am I angry? Goddamn right I am.
Going back to what we talked about earlier, this long history of abuse after abuse, that does change a person. Asia Argento, an extraordinarily brave woman, who also told one of the most difficult stories I've ever heard in all its complexity for one of those New Yorker stories, was in your documentary. And she said this. She said, I was open to more hurt. I was prey. I was the perfect prey. I was already hurt. They recognized those that were hurt, and that's how they managed to come in a small crack that they recognize. All of us had some wound that they could recognize. Do you feel in some way that you were predisposed, that predators saw something in you along the way?
There's something people don't talk about in all of this is beauty. It gets forgotten, but we were beautiful. We were like ethereal, extraordinary beauties. And we got hunted. Every room were targets, these creeps, these creepy men everywhere, all over the world. Like, that's the one I'm going for. And if you then couple that with consistent and extreme abuse, and then you couple that with just being a woman and a girl in the world, yeah, you're fucked. It's like the ibex that's, straggling from the herd. Because the herd's like, get lost, we don't want you, ibex. And then that lion's like, oh, hey. I mean, it's not that dissimilar. It's a hunt. And the thing is, they've done tests of on sociopathy and sociopathy in Hollywood, and it's astronomical. But I would say, why not? Because the flood of beautiful girls and boys going in there year after year, fresh meat, damaged. Because I'll tell you, I was beautiful. And I didn't understand what that was or relate to it, because for most of my childhood, I don't recall mirrors until I did see one. I was like, what are you? And then all of a sudden I grew breasts, and the world got so loud, terrifying, everywhere, and I still flinch at sound, and light, and, but I was supposed to just smile and be happy that someone was paying me attention. What? Get lost, society. And when I say get lost, I don't mean individually, I mean like the collective guy in the car honking the horn. Because what that does, though, is reduce you. So when I was 12, I started pretending like I was the horses in Central Park. And I put those things, so any place I'd walk into, but you know what that did? That stole a lot of my vision. I hate that handcuffs have been on me and not him. It pains me. And then when they slapped those handcuffs on me, they were cold and heavy. I'd had a plan in my mugshot of looking tough. I was not in my body. When they did that, I did what I did when I was raped. I floated up above. And that photo was like...
It's a hard photo to look at.
I'm not there. I'm literally not there. And I knew That was probably the expression in my eyes when it happened to me. You know? And for that, there must be some kind of justice, mustn't there?